beloved Muslim, you will not see Muhammad. I am so sorry. Believe me, I am sorry. I wish I could make you happy, but you will not. Believe me, you will not. Believe me, you will not. My dear Buddhist, you will not see Buddha. I can assure you, over there, no more plates of oranges and apples and whatever. No more. Please, give up. Give up. My dear Hindus, over 3 million gods, which one? Even if I wanted to discover them all, I won't have the time. 3 million, when will I find out about them all? You will see one and one only waiting at the gate of heaven, who is the gate of heaven. He is the gate of heaven. He is heaven itself. His name is Jesus Christ of Nazareth. All glory to his holy and mighty name. My beloved Muslim, you will not see Muhammad. I am so sorry. Believe me, I am sorry. Pale horse Islam. And power was given to them over 1/4 of the earth, 1/4, to kill with sword and with hunger, with death, and by the beast of the earth. You look at Saudi Arabia's flag, it's green, and what's on it? 2 swords. Go Ahmed. And reading from Revelation chapter 6, verses 5 to 8. So I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and the name of him who sat on it was Death, and Hades followed him. And power was given to them over 1/4 of the earth, 1/4, to kill with sword and with hunger, with death, and by the beast of the earth. The 4th seal was opened, a pale horse came out, and the one who was sitting on it was death itself. Now, this is a very controversial topic. Shall I say it? Yes. For the truth must be said. The 4th seal, when the first one, white horse, peace. 2nd seal, red horse, martyrdom, persecution on Christians. 3rd horse, black, heresy. After heresy came the 4th horse, pale horse, Islam. Go Ahmed. Pale horse, when you go to the original text, it talks about the green color, but it's a pale green. Now, when you read the Holy Bible, when it talks about lush green represents life. Jesus never sinned, neither with thought nor with deed. Every human being sinned except Jesus Christ. That's why he is the evergreen tree, meaning the ever-living Jesus, the sinless Jesus, the Holy of Holies. This horse is imitating the green color, but it's a fake one, it's pale. With all my love and respect to the Muslim people, I don't have a problem with the Muslim people, but I've got a question mark with the faith of the Islamic world. Now, the 4th seal, a pale, green pale. You look at Saudi Arabia's flag, it's green, and what's on it? 2 swords. The one who was sitting on this pale horse was Death. Now, which living creature spoke? The 4th one. Now, which is the 4th one? The eagle, the flying eagle. Symbolizing, this symbol is to which gospel? John, the beloved. Oh, how stunning the Holy Bible is structured. In relation to the 4th seal, the pale horse came, the false green, trying to imitate the true green, who is Jesus. So now this pale horse is trying to imitate the original green. He is trying to imitate Christ in his divinity, but he is now pale, going against the true green. And the one who sits on it is Death itself. the living creature that spoke, the flying eagle, the Gospel of St. John. Now, what is the Gospel of St. John all about? St. John is introducing Jesus Christ to the entire world as the true divine God, and he is the Son of God.
Hey, let's have a pause here, because I know our Muslim friends will jump in the comments and just write down the Bible is corrupted and the Gospel of John is corrupted. So I wanted to save them the time and reply to that claim. So let's watch that video together, and then we will continue with Bishop Juan Marie.
I came across a video where Muslims among themselves are discussing if the Holy Bible is corrupted or not according to the Quran. And you will notice how honest they are when they talk about this important yet damaging topic for Islam. But when they debate us, they will lie about the Quran and religion. Watch how these layman Muslims get rocked in their boots when a Muslim scholar explains that the Bible cannot be corrupted according to the Quran.
So ultimately, God protects his revelations. Inna nahnu nazalna dhikra, and here al-dhikra, didn't say al-Quran. In another ayah, fas'alu ahli dhikri, al-dhikr, in kuntum la ta'lamun. So in the Quran, the Sahaba are told, if you don't know something, ask the people of dhikr, of al-dhikr. And almost all of the classical exegetes say here that ahli dhikri is ahli kitab. So why would you ask Jews and Christians about something if their books are corrupted? Preserved at dhikr, the totality of revelation.
You go to the Islamic faith, I need to cut it short. You go to the Islamic faith, they will tell you two things, or they will deny two things about Jesus Christ. Number one, he cannot be the Son of God because that's a blasphemy. God cannot have a son. You are blaspheming. That's the Islamic faith, not me. And secondly, Jesus was never crucified, but it was shown to them as if it was Jesus. In fact, they say God put Judas Iscariot on the cross instead of Jesus. Judas Iscariot, Islam came in 635 AD. The Gospel of John was written around 100 AD. So 535 years came after the Gospel of John. John is an eyewitness, my dear Muhammad. John is an eyewitness. He lived with Jesus. He walked with Jesus. He saw Jesus' wonders and miracles, and he documented it fresh. So you're telling me that now I need to believe in someone coming 6 centuries or 7 centuries after the Holy Bible was documented. You want me to believe in a document that came 7 centuries after the Holy Bible. You want me to believe in someone that never saw Jesus, never lived with Jesus, never walked with Jesus, over the one who walked, lived, ate, embraced Jesus Christ every single day for 3 years and 4 months. Where is the logic? The one who was with the Lord said, this is God. This is the Son of God. This is God himself. He was crucified. He was buried. And I saw him risen after the burial. Muhammad came in 635. And he said, he is not the Son of God. He's just a prophet. He was never crucified. In fact, Judas Iscariot was placed by God to deceive the Jews. Pale green. They come, they accept Jesus, but as a prophet only. They accept Jesus, not crucified. They accept Jesus, not as the Son of God. They accept Jesus, definitely not God. So what have you left with Jesus? You take the cross away, you take the Son of God away from him, and you take the divine from him. As a prophet? Prophet for what? Those who wrote the Holy Bible, both Old and New Testament, are over 40 writers. It took a time frame of about 1600 years to write the entire Holy Bible. 1600 years to write the entire Holy Bible. The entire authors, the entire writers, I should say, the entire writers, different level of education, different background, different times, different countries, all of them wrote the same thing. That Jesus Christ is the one and only. He is the Savior, He is the Messiah, meaning God, and He was crucified, and He's going to rise from the dead, and whoever accepts Him shall be saved forever. And 12 apostles, they hugged Him every day. They walked with Him. They lived with Him. They documented everything that they saw. You want me to deny all this and believe in someone that came 6 centuries later? You go to the Islamic faith, they will tell you 2 things, or they will deny 2 things about Jesus Christ. Number 1, He cannot be the Son of God because that's a blasphemy. God cannot have a son. You are blaspheming. That's the Islamic faith, not me. And secondly, Jesus was never crucified, but it was shown to them as if it was Jesus. In fact, they say God put Judas Iscariot on the cross instead of Jesus. Judas Iscariot, Islam came in 635 AD. The Gospel of John was written around 100 AD. Let me define what a true friend is in a very simple approach. A true friend is the one who builds you up, not destroys you. A true friend is the one who builds you up, not destroys you. And the only way for this friend to build you up is for this friend to be the reason for you going to Jesus Christ of Nazareth. If this friend takes you to the Lord, then call him a friend. But if this friend takes you to Satan, he is not your friend.
Nothing on my own authority. I judge only as God tells me, so my judgment is right. Because I am not trying to do what I want, but only what He who sent me wants. If I testify on my own behalf, what I say is not to be accepted as real proof. But there is someone else who testifies on my behalf. And I know that what he says about me is true. John is the one to whom you sent your messengers. And he spoke on behalf of the truth. It's not that I must have a human witness. I say this only in order that you may be saved. John was like a lamp, burning and shining. And you were willing for a while to enjoy his light. But I have a witness on my behalf, which is even greater than the witness that John gave. What I do, that is the deeds my Father gave me to do. These speak on my behalf and show that the Father has sent me. And the Father who sent me also testifies on my behalf. You have never heard his voice or seen his face. And you do not keep his message in your hearts, for you do not believe in the one whom he sent. You study the scriptures because you think that in them you will find eternal life. And these very scriptures speak about me, yet you are not willing to come to me in order to have life. I am not looking for human praise, but I know what kind of people you are. And I know that you have no love for God in your hearts. I have come with my Father's authority, but you have not received me. When, however, someone comes with his own authority, you will receive him. You like to receive praise from one another, but you do not try to win praise from the one who alone is God. How then can you believe me? Do not think, however, that I am the one who will accuse you to my Father. Moses, in whom you have put your hope, is the very one who will accuse you. If you had really believed Moses, you would have believed me, because he wrote about me. But since you do not believe what he wrote, how can you believe what I say?